Hello everyone, this is my second presentation focusing on the local. In my first presentation I focused mostly on the dichotomy of the product pedagogy and the process pedagogy, both of which have strong supporters and detractors in the history of writing instruction. So I wanted to examine this again on a more local level for the second presentation. I took this quote from John Brereton's Origins of Composition Studies in the American College. My focus is still on that balance between product and process pedagogy, and I think this statement shows a way that the two can be blended. The stiff and hard labored grammar and structure of composition with the dashing and sometimes brilliant that can happen when students are able to write in their own personal voice. It's at this convergence of these two things that a student starts to understand what writing can really be. But how does this relate to the local? So what I did was choose examples from each of the colleges that Gold wrote about in his book, Rhetoric at the Margins, and I'll let you read through what I found on your own. I took this quote from Tremmel. I interpret the first of these four that he has listed as grammar, sentence structure, and the like. And once again, all four of these represent the factors represented that would seem to balance the product and process pedagogies. I believe at this point that one truly can't exist within the teaching environment without the other. I looked through the discussion board, searching for moments or times when we wrote about our own opinions, experiences, and reactions with the push and pull or the dichotomy that these two things represent. This dichotomy has been on my mind throughout the course, and I don't mean to emphasize the differences or a divergence between the concept that writing can be taught by drill and practice with a prescriptive recipe for writing, and that there's an emphasis or giving students an avenue to explore their personal voice. That means that these two things can't fit together. I don't believe that it has to be an either-or proposition, and I don't think that anyone else truly believes that either. I think that the harm comes if we don't acknowledge the differences and address the fact that there is some contradiction here. I think it can be harmful to our teaching if we seem to drift back and forth across this line between process and product, but we don't actively acknowledge that we are really blending the two. Thanks.